Alright guys, I tried to make a bridge tutorial now for several tries, and we're now gonna shorten that up a little bit. First thing I want to say, if you're in a cage, eat an apple. It gives you 2 extra hearts. It's actually pretty good, because you have a bigger chance of surviving your fight. What are you doing, sir? That's not how you play bridge. Yeah, so there are obviously a few things that you need to be able to do if you're playing bridge, and I'm not gonna focus on them because you can practice them by yourself. Just get like a friend to practice. So obviously, what you want to be able, you want to be able to run through this tunnel without getting like slowed at any point, just by placing blocks. And you also want to like, if there's a pillar or something like that, you want to be able to like go around without getting slowed. And you also like want to be able to, okay, that wasn't actually, to like wall ride like that. All for the purpose that the thing is, there's like this nice white thingy here, and then you're on this side. Okay, just a second. You see there's this nice white thingy here, and when you're on the opponent side, while the opponent is not in your side, and you're doing a perfect run, then you're obviously gonna score a goal. There's like nothing that could go wrong. So whenever you kill an opponent on your side, even if you die, it counts as a win, basically. And if the opponent kills you on his side, then it's basically like losing because you gave away your chance of victory. Also, what you kind of like want to be able to is like when you approach an opponent, you want to like be able to. What are you doing? You want to be able to like save your jump if you like get knocked, that you get like the blocks out pretty fast. Go on, hit me. Okay, that was a little bit too far, but you get the idea. Just get a friend if you're not like comfortable at doing these things, and try your best so you can like practice for like, I mean, only an hour would be like enough to train, actually enough that you can get good. Also, what I want to say is towering. Some people tend to like tower up on their own side, but it doesn't make sense to tower up on their own side, because when you're an enemy, what are you going to do? I'm now the opponent. What am I going to do? You're up there, then I'm just gonna and I'm on this side and you're still up there. So it's basically a free goal if you tower up, or if your opponent towers up on his side, because he just wastes his time. Alright, here I got the beautiful example of someone trying to block me with a bridge, like I said before. Oh, block me with hot power. I just go around. He could have hit me off, but he isn't that fast. And now I'm scoring the goal. Towering up is not necessarily bad, but you should do it like when you have the opportunity and your opponent is on this side, you can tower up here, because now you have like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 ways to get to the other one's base, and you even can tower up here. And now, what is he going to do? Like, he's gonna protect that one little space there, but if I jump down, I'm gonna get the first crit, and it's over with him. Also, almost every bridge map has like a second entrance, and there's basically nothing that you can do. So towers, build towers on the opponent side. Then they're actually pretty strong, because now what they do, he can't like get on my side very fluently, because obviously there's a tower on his way. Okay. I want to just point out the importance of a bow in a PvP situation, because you can use the bow to start a combo, Yeah, you can use the bow to start a combo, and also a fully span bow takes like, I don't know, 4 hearts of damage, so use your bow. This comes up to another topic I'd like to cover, blocking up the other one's base, or like blocking up your own base. I'd say if you're playing 1v1, I wouldn't do it because it costs time, and in this time the enemy has like all the time of the world to get over to your side and to like build up a convenient construction like that, so you will like get blocked when you try to nope, get to the other side. So the only time I would block up this thingy is like when I know that my enemy is going to score a goal. This is the only time when I block up thing in solo, I have to say. In multiplayer, like 2v2 or something like that, it's actually pretty strong and you should highly consider it. Because then there's always going to be one player that guards or 2 players, and then it's actually worth doing. So what can you do when someone else is towering up? You try to hit them off like that. That's the fastest possibility. If he's already high enough or too high up, then you want to like try to build up a structure like that, so when you respawn, then you can like get on top on the tower without getting slowed down. Sorry sir, you have to die now actually. So now that would be a perfect possibility to block the entrance, because there was no way how I could have gotten him. He was too far away for me to get him, and this is actually a tower on my side. And now the tower doesn't bother me anymore because I can just jump on top. Okay, I could jump on top of it if I'd be any good at parkour. So yeah, I don't know how I get always in these situations. Well, like the enemy is like not interesting to fight me anymore. I don't know how this happens. So one of the more advanced techniques is you draw back your bow and you shoot at the second where you get released. So you don't lose any time. Oh, this is interesting. So you don't lose any time when you get released, but you still fire like one shot. And believe me, when you get hit while just leaving the cage, it really throws you off. So that's a good strat, because if you hit the shot, then your enemy will get slowed down at no cost for you. That's the thing you want to do. Also, what you can do is like you build the structure like that. Normally, it would be like a little bit more hectic. The structure fulfills 2 things at the same time. First of all, it blocks your enemy when you're underneath it, and the second thing that it does is like, as you saw just a second ago, you can when you're sprint jumping underneath it, you're actually a little bit faster than if you were just sprint jumping. Like if you're doing the head hitters, you're a little bit faster. So you get another advantage in speed, which is all about, which Bridge is all about, obviously. Sometimes, if your enemy is like just as good as you, it may occur that the game gets stuck at a certain point. Like you've reached the real build limit, and whenever you come close to his goal, he kills you, and whenever he comes close to your goal, you kill him. And in order to like establish a tiebreaker, there's a strat you can use. You start round about here. You just build a small sidearm. It may be that you get killed a few times trying to establish this one, like you get bowed off, but if you can like stop your enemy before he gets to your goal, that's fine. And this man chose the perfect strat against the sidearm. You're just gonna try to destroy it, but normally it won't work because once you've established it, it's pretty easy to thicken it, and then there's basically nothing that could like throw you off. And the idea of this thing is you have to kill your enemy once, like on your side, because you don't want to. Okay, that didn't kill him. And then you can just avoid your enemy. Okay, maybe do you want to come up for a sec to show that? Now you can just like go around him. Now you have a few dozen ways to like get inside. It's as easy as that. Alright, the last thing that is left to do, this is an example game of how a bridge duel could end. It's again me against this gentleman over here, and I'm trying to use all the techniques that I described in the video. And for the first thing, I'm going to decrease the speed a little bit, because the first thing that is to be seen here, I'm drawing back my bow and I'm firing right when the cage opens. As you can see, I did not lose a blink of a second. I'm not struggling at all, and the arrow flies, and as you can see, the arrow hits the player and he gets thrown back, and this results in us meeting like right here, not in the middle. And now I'm knocking him off. Probably not the smartest decision. I should have let him go wooing because I was up front anyways, and now I'm like getting 2 hits, but I'm still making it, so that's the thing. And over the replay you will notice that he's actually better at PvP than I am. He gets a lot good hits, and here, as you could see, he was using like the arrow technique. He's very good at PvP, just saying. And yeah. And now I'm fully blocking this because I want the tower to be on his side, and I'm running around. He falls into the void. I'm doing another tower here, hoping that it distracts him long enough. It doesn't work out too much. So as you can see, I'm now willing to do this tower thing. I'm a little bit ahead when it comes to the speed thing. Also, he goes like down here, which is a little bit slower than going to the sides. I think, at least. I'm not an expert. Nothing more. And now I have time, so I'm blocking off this as good as I can. I noticed that the height limit is like right there, and well, he was jumping off fast enough so he could get me, and he's breaking it again. Obviously a smart thing. I personally would have like connected these two things, but it's his decision because it's a little bit smoother then. Also, he's not like, his beginning is a little bit scuffed, if I'm honest, because you have to climb and you can't go like full sprint jump, and also here you get slowed down a bit. So not my personal preference. And I think at this point both of us have 3 points, and I just do not really feel like I can get him with just swordmanship. I try to get him here though, and I actually do the bow strat. When you're far away from your enemy, you want to shoot him obviously, and maybe get the last hit. So I'm going to do a pathway actually. And now I'm so I believe so much in the side bridge that I decide to just let him run and get his 4th goal. And it means that when the side bridge is finished now, he has 4 and I have 3 goals, and I'm just thinking about the side bridge. And what you can see now is basically like the power of the side bridge. He's a little bit slower at mid than me, so whenever I use the side bridge to avoid him, I can make a goal. He fell into the void there, that was pretty convenient actually. I actually have to dodge the arrow if I want to score a goal. But so he's going for the bridge now, but it's too late. There's nothing that he can do against this one, because if he's starting to destroy the bridge, I can rebuild it in like a second. Yeah, I'm knocking him off, and now I'm just gonna avoid every contact with him, because there's no bridge up to the side thing. There's not much that he can do. I jumped, probably wasn't the smartest thing to do, but I get to go, and this is the end. So I hope you enjoyed, guys, and there's only one thing left that keeps you away from being a bridge master. Hit the subscribe button. Alright guys, see you guys next time.